All right, we're doing Switch Axe this time. It's a slower weapon. We'll try to alternate between slow and fast weapons, unless I just really want to play a fast weapon again. Switch Axe I am not very good with. That is a matter of fact, because I don't play it very often. I've got Great Sword equipped, but obviously they're all going to have Great Sword equipped because that's where I made the backup. We'll go into the room. And I'm not too sure. I didn't do like a training area session with Switch Axe, so I don't know the combos too well. I mean, I know them, but I'm not fresh on them, so it's going to be a bit rough learning. But we'll just do the same thing we did with dual blades. We'll, as long as it's not taking too long, try to get to first Zora for this first little session. Hopefully it's 2 hours. Gotta remember where to go though, because of course I can't remember even after doing this 3 times in a row. Got a couple of boring quests. First one is Jagras. I'm curious how this will go. So instead of doing the 8 parts, or yeah, 4 parts, sorry. Instead of doing the 4 parts, we're going to try to maybe do 5 parts and have the 5th part, or at the very least the 4th, or 4 out of 5 parts be, grinding for armor in high rank, because that is rough. Nergigante and the Elders are really rough if you don't have good armor, and even while you're climbing up, the monsters can get rough in high rank if you're not, you know, just grabbing bits and pieces along the way. But you can't really keep that up once you get to Pancrathian, because once you reach Pancrathian, then it kind of opens up a lot while you're gathering tracks for the Elders, and you're not really getting a lot of armor while you're grabbing those tracks, so I'm going to try to add that extra part in there if I'll have to. I did waste a lot of time with dual blades as well, just going after stuff that I really never actually completed. So I hunted a high rank Diablos very early on, which was very rough. We fainted a few times. And then I also went after a Basil Geese, which again, never made any armor from it, but it was a rough time. So hopefully we're going to make less mistakes, and the more we go over the story, the more I remember, the more menuing I do, all that fun stuff. Need to turn off this camera tracking. I need to make a backup of it, but I probably never will. It's fun though. Let me see here. Should be really simple. There's a lot of stuff here. Alright, so target settings, we want on large monsters only. It might be game settings. There we go. Do not follow. Okay, now we don't have to worry about that too much unless we see a new monster. That's kind of locked in. I tried to fix that on the Great Sword playthrough, but I never could find the settings for it. What we're gonna do, throw a couple of these down here. Should be good enough. And this is another slow weapon, so large monsters are not going to be our friend. Yes, the sword mode is fine. It's decently fast at swiping, but its movement is a bit hindered. It has very similar movement to Great Sword other than the side steps, which are unique, but they are still very slow. Don't remember what the good stuff for Switch Axe is. I want to say it's power file. Element file is just kind of meh. Though I could be misremembering that. Alright, we've got 6 out of 7. Go ahead and mine this real quick, because I know I'll forget. Normally you go back out and grab that when the quest is complete. Just try to get rid of this one. And then we're going to exit. Now, I don't know if the axe power-up, I don't remember what it's called, but the axe power-up is any good here. I believe we have to climb up here for the route we're looking for. Maybe this is the wrong direction. Oh well. Spider web on it. We're gonna come out the wrong way. I really want to get that bone pile though. That will set us up if I can remember the exact places we have to go for this. I went the complete wrong direction, so that's gonna throw it off. Okay, seems like I'm back on the right track, so hopefully... Yep. Gonna be too late, though. Oh, boy. Yeah, see, this is more of the tighter areas because I didn't even go the right direction. There's a bone pile in the middle there you get ancient bones from, so you can actually make bone armor. Get attack up and health boost if you have enough bones, but we didn't grab it. It's fine, though. Got one ancient bone, that's nice. It's not the end of the world. We'll have plenty more chances, but normally when the speedrunners do it, they don't have more chances. Okay, so this is going to do the weird thing, so I'm going to pause and then come back so I don't have to deal with it. Okay, and we're back. We can now not worry about the online session. I may have set a public session. I'll be back once more. Okay. If I would have just returned the title, I wouldn't have had to pause, but oh, it's fine. It cuts down a little bit on time. I'm so used to mashing through the create an online session thing that I'm used to not having to worry about making it public, but world is special. Now they wanted to experiment. I believe we're going to the smithy, so I went the right direction first. I'm sorry, this is a blunder right from the start. Did kind of just jump into this without really preparing much, but it should be fine. I think we'll be actually pretty decent on actually slaying stuff quickly, just because of heavy damage. Heavy damage is really nice on the lower tiered monsters. Gets a bit more rough on the more later monsters because, you know, they hit you pretty hard and they're pretty fast. But for now, we shouldn't have too much issues or too many issues. Bone. Okay. Don't even have the option to make bone. I didn't go to the buy thing, right? Specifically at the armory, it should be. Yep, okay. Just gotta get my bearings. Okay, back to the handler. We're gonna do our Kestodon and Great Jagras quest. Continue to try to get our bearings. Now I'm just using metal. Unless bone is that much better. I don't know. I think bone's either power file or exhaust file. Sounds like it would be exhaust, but maybe I'm thinking of charge blade. I think charge blade is actually power file though. I'm not going to worry about potions too much right now because we don't really need them. When we unlock the farm, we'll get that set up to get honey. But for now, we should be fine to just kind of gather herbs and honey and make stuff on our way. So they really like to pepper it around the early areas of the map. In fact, I think there's an herb back there. I just didn't see it in time to grab it. Oh well. Okay. Kestodon. Gonna bounce. Thankfully we have Manzai. That's a nice thing. We don't have to worry about bouncing and then getting thrown back. I believe the axe does, unless you're like in Wild Swing. I think it still bounces in Wild Swing. Why am I getting hit here? Slow it down. Try to get behind and do a double swing. Switch back. You're down. And we'll get you. That should reach at least once, yes. Okay. Damage looks decent, but I'll have to get a feel for it. Like, Dual Blades was insane damage-wise because you had the Slinger Bursts, which, you know, are very overpowered early on. I think there is actually a Slinger Burst option with this weapon while it's unsheathed. It's like a... Yeah, there is. Okay, that's interesting. What can you do after that? Just some attacks. So that's going to be very strong. We're going to try to not abuse that because you can very easily abuse that. I don't think every weapon can Slinger Burst. But I could be wrong on that. That may have been a specific, like, Iceborne thing. That not only can they, you know, shoot stuff while they are unsheathed with the little R button thing, but they are right stick button thing. they can also slinger burst, but I want to say it's only for specific weapons. So what can we do out of that? That's okay. You can't do any slinger bursts outside of sword or inside of sword mode. And only for specific attacks in X mode. You can actually do it during your wild swing though, which is interesting. Not during your finisher. So 1, 2. Oh, okay. So it's very similar to the evade, except you can go backwards. I think you can only go sideways with the dual blades evade. Really probably should sharpen, but we're not going to do that. All right, down. Should have dodged to the right. I know that is the timing on that attack, or not the timing, but the telegraph. It's not like it matters. They're Kestodon. Alright, go ahead and sharpen here. Did set the radial menu correctly, thankfully. I'll have to do that every single time. I won't even worry about those Kestodon carving them up. There's very few things Kestodon actually make. Of course, you know, the one time I don't carve them, they would be needed, but that's fine. That's a very easy thing. I can just go and grab whenever it is needed. All right, you're gonna eat our friends. You can eat one of our friends, and the other one's just gonna walk off the map. You're gonna disappear. I wonder how far he goes. Because you obviously don't have tracking on him. I wonder if you hacked like max scout fly level on him. Because he just disappears. He doesn't like actually take a path or anything. Like if you gave yourself max tracking, and it may be a specific thing like they programmed it to not give you or allow you to have that tracking. Of course, it could just be you get the tracking on him and he just teleports. Still very interesting though, seeing that. Where am I going? I am going the wrong direction. No, we're going the right direction somewhat. Going to this little water alcove. I think that's the right word for it. The vines. Everyone's favorite mechanic. It's not even like the map is loading. Now we find our friend Great Jagras far over here. I don't think I can make noise far enough away. Oh no, he's just leaving. Okay, well, try to draw him over this way. I think it is more advantageous for us to fight him over here. Actually, probably not though. It doesn't matter. Okay. I will say this, I really like Switch X and Rise. It's different because you actually have evasion moves and super armor moves. So that's why I'm saying I'm not really too used to the weapon here. Like advancing slash, the switch skill for the forward X draw button attack. It's really nice. I really like that attack because it's strong. It's slow, you know, it's not great, but it is still an option for like head snapping and stuff when you can't immediately do it. Another thing is that I believe in Rise you can do the overhead slash just standing in neutral like I was trying to do there, but you can't do that here. So this will be interesting. I know zero sum discharge is like the strong thing and the best thing you can do with like rock steady mental and stuff. I don't want to do that though and actually play the weapon and not just cling to the monster. Like here, you can do a zero sum discharge here for free. I don't have enough charge, I don't think. I do, but it doesn't do that much this early on. Wonder how fast you can get into your aiming mode. I guess just dodging is probably still going to be the best no matter what. Swipe up or down, I guess. Not what I quite expected. And I will say this, yes, having zero sum, being able to cling onto a monster while it's escaping is nice. Because once he gets out here and doesn't throw us back because of the weird animation, we'll just be able to cling onto him. I'm still not going to grab him there, though. All right. You take a very roundabout way of actually getting here. Okay. Oh, yeah, you have to zero sum with your weapon drawn. It's very... Maybe not. Oh, no. I'm forgetting. Sorry, I'm an idiot. You have to have your sword amped up. I did forget that. You don't know sword mode anyways because it's full. Can still downward fade slash from this, and that's okay. It's still slow, but it is an option. Oh, sharpen this up. Take the hit. Fine with that though. At least I would have been if he didn't do his pin attack. But it's just Great Jagras. Okay, this is probably going to be the longest Great Jagras. Granted, I'm not fighting him too well, but yeah, this is not going great. There's our first pod. Wow. All right, that's fine. Just tank it. Now I can do this. This should probably take him out, hopefully. Never mind. Did some decent damage, though. All right. And a potion. Yeah, this is a very sad opener. Because we're still fighting him. There we go, fall over. All right, finally he's down. That took forever, but we can cover this, or we can get this, and finally go find our bone pile if I can take the right route. It's over this way. Okay, I just climbed the vines. I knew I shouldn't have climbed the vines, but I did it anyways. So that is my fault entirely. Where's the carrier at? I think we go through here, grab this. Might still continue never mind. Continue to go through here. No, it just leads out here. We drop down. I think there's another mining outcrop there, but I want the bones first and foremost. And if I were a little bit faster, we would be able to run out the way that leads to the other side of the map. However, I went the complete wrong direction. So we'll get a flash bug for our efforts. Which isn't terrible. It's a useful thing. However, we really need to pick up our speed if we're going to be doing anything of value. Okay, done with that. Hopefully we can get our bone armor now. That Kuluyaku first and then we'll fight Puke. We go to the Wild Spire and we'll fight Baroth, Geratodus, our favorite monsters. They have that wonderful water element. Okay, bone. What do we want to make first? We can make both of them, so that's fine. Health boost is going to be really nice. And I really need to make that in high rank. I don't know why I said we can make both of them. That's fine. Attack up is more important right now. I'm gonna go back down, talk to the manager. They're gonna tell us to go to the camp. Now, unfortunately, can't just go out this way to where you're actually supposed to go. You have to go on the expedition and go to the camp. Which I think is something that would have been really nice, for sure. mean, it's literally right there. We could just walk straight out, but oh well. Guess it's technically not official. This shouldn't be too terrible. Kulu is going to be annoying with the rock, but I think we're going to focus on getting our sword amped up and then trying to maybe just do as much as we can with that. Very smart strategy, I know. Doing the most powerful attack over and over. But for someone who doesn't play the weapon very often, it is going to be difficult to actually do that correctly. I don't even know if ground zero sums are even worth it compared to just clutching. I guess you don't have to get hit off, I guess. You're not constantly tracking a monster, so if you wanted to hit them with just the final explosion, however, that is very hard to actually set up. I mean, it's not if you know the monster well enough, and especially if they're moving so slow, but it's not smart. All right. And we're back. Now we can find the bird. One of the mini birds. I am still a little sad about the ending to the Dual Blades run because it was just kind of... I mean, we didn't lose any quests, but it was still messy. So I'm going to try to not rush as much, but I'm also not going to just take my sweet time doing anything of value. So I know the Heavenward Flurry is the biggest gainer, I think, of actually getting gauge for your sword. However, it is a very long animation. It doesn't really do that much damage. All right, you're going to tackle. Yeah, I'm not really getting a good feel for what the damage rolls should be. They're not rolls. It's not RNG unless you're taking crits into account. There we go. Good. You're gonna tackle. Okay. Oh, let's not. We'll just wait. At the very least, we don't lose stamina while we're charged up, so that's nice. I'm gonna undo that though. Ran out anyway, so I don't really have an option. Look at us. Gonna do a poke. There we go. Good. We can zero sum the arm here. I mean, as long as it's on a Tiger, I don't mind zero summing because that is kind of your big damage option. However, if it's not, it does use so much sharpness though. All right, he's leaving. Easy first area, obviously. It's Kulu Yaku. If we lose there, then it's very sad. However, we did let him get pretty far away from that sharpening maneuver. Didn't feel too terrible as long as we're dodging attacks. If I'm not dodging attacks, then I can't really stomach the low damage. As long as I am, though, it's better. Feels better at the very least, even if it's not necessarily better. All right, we'll wait and see what you do. Do a poke. Overhead. Do morph slash, that's nice. I'm not even gonna bother. We'd rather get this off. Since I'm already so close, I don't have to worry about the Tiger going off either. And it lasts so long anyways. In fact, that might be a cheesable thing, but it's a Kulu Yaku. It does not matter that much. Dodge. Just gonna, every time he looks at me, I'm gonna dodge or attempt to dodge. I don't know why a wild swing like that. It's something good to keep in mind that your wild swing does have to have at least 2 swipes go off before you can actually do anything out of it. Okay, no, let's go into sword mode. That way I can ignore that. Fixing to run out of our boost too. Good. Please get the head. Okay. And our boost did run out, but we got this off just in time for it to actually work. That should reach. Never mind. Gotta focus on the arrows. Nope, please. Off you go. Aimed it correctly, thankfully. Do this attack here. Good. Alright, still doing it slowly, but felt a little bit faster this time. And maybe Switch X just does not have a very good early game. You're really not reacting to much. I'm not using monster pods either. That's going to make it go a little bit faster. Hey, why do you go so far? I'm also throwing a bit because I'm not capturing, but I don't want to capture. That's a thing I would rather not do. Okay. Scout flies, please tell me where I need to go. I have no sense of direction in this map, especially in this tiny corridor. I think this is the right way. Gonna stand under it. Nope, he's going. Okay, just take the longest way around. I don't know why he did that, unless I don't think the Clutch Claw influences movement though, and it's AI. So I have no idea why it did that, but it is going to make it take significantly longer to actually get to it and finish. All right. Okay, please don't. This is a weird spot to be in. It's fine though. No, don't leave. Please stop running. Feels like Wilds with the monster just running around. Not just staying in one spot. Come on, please. Thank you. I'm gonna carve you. That way maybe I get some armor. I'm not gonna get armor, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be useful later on. Because we are 30 minutes in and we've only taken out the Kuliku, which is very sad. I don't remember how far along we were whenever I used what's it called? Dual blades. I'm gonna check the color range on the capture here just in case, because it looks like it's a little washed out. It's just okay, it's just normal. So, that's fun. Did not mean to talk to you, sorry. Okay. Talk to our friend, the commander. He's gonna make us fight the green one. Gonna buy some potions too. I am mashing way too much. Need to slow down. I will look into upgrading though. In fact, I probably should have upgraded before when I had the chance. Oh well. We'll look at making the bone weapon too, just in case, because I believe it is going to be better. It's just the medium monster bones are a bit rough. Alright, they're both power file. Don't know the multiplier though, but it's going to be better. It's just, you know, sucking our bone resources, which is not good. Alright. Very least it doesn't need ancient bones yet. Does now. I actually have enough to make the Jagras sword. What? Why? Didn't even farm him. Well, is that going to 350 versus 385? with that. I mean, it's better now, but I'd rather just save my money. I'm not continuing that path anyways. I could just sell it, but then that seems like a waste too. Especially putting all those materials into it. And I know I said I was going to buy potions, but I am no longer near the shop. Should have looked into making armor too, but it's fine. All right. Scariest thing about Puke is obviously poison. And tail flips. Tail flips are going to be interesting. Or sweeps, if we're being technical about it. Usually spawns over here. They run up here and grab the toadstools, which are used to make poison smoke bombs, which they use for multiple monsters, most notably Xenojiva, because poison does quite a bit against it. Also some thunder bugs up here they grab for traps, but I'm not using the traps. There you are. Now, usually our friend Anjanath likes to crash the party. Shouldn't have bounced there. I know I bounced there, I just shouldn't have attacked it. I'm not saying it shouldn't have bounced me, it should have bounced me. It was the, I know better, and I still let it bounce me. Alright, this is gonna be a bit greedy. Frame it though, that's good. Down. Do a couple of swipes that shouldn't hit me. Do 2 here. Okay, we're gonna try to dodge that. Way too early on that though. I'm gonna try to make sure the hitbox goes through us first. That shouldn't hit me. It does hit me though. So I was judging incorrectly. Alright, we are fixing to faint to Puke. Now, I've fainted to Anjanath here before, but not Puke, so let's try not to make that a first. Alright, what are you doing? Sniffing around, so it should be good to just kind of throw some stuff out here. What you doing? Okay, can't really do much against you there while you're doing that. If you would like to get on the ground, though, I would... Oh, wait, hold on. I do have an option while they're just doing weird stuff. Is that Anjanath? I don't think it is. Oh, that's a bad spot, though. It's a little sad. Not flinched by the roar, though, so that's good. Very good. Do another one. I know it's a bad spot, but a tail is a tail. I'm glad that still does severing damage, too. It'd be weird if it didn't, but... you know. Okay, I just dodged into that. There's our friend. Okay, so you can cancel your first swipe of the wild swing with a slinger burst, which is good. However, I don't like you. I really don't like you. So I'm going to try to stay away from you. You being the Anjanath in the room. Back up. Don't like this. Hopefully you leave. No, please. Oh well, we get some Anjanath dodging practice. However, I do not like this configuration we have. Please leave, and don't, please, okay. So we've got a bit of a conundrum here. Our friend Anjanath will not let us grab the tail, so I want to flash him far enough away from that tail that he's not just hitting us with random blind attacks. Okay, that didn't even work. Please work. Never mind. Okay, it's not working. Well, we're gonna risk the feint here. Goodbye. Really want my tail. Really like the tail. I guess I could have just went after it. The smart play would have been just going after Puke and coming back to carve. It's fine. I can already tell this is just going to be a great run. However, hopefully it's going to be the reverse of Dual Blades where we just have a really good finisher. But that's quite a bit away. I mean, yeah, you're just not going to let me do anything, which is a bit cheap, but Them's the brakes. Wasted all of my flash pods doing that too. That's so sad. If I had only gotten one off, we would have been fine, but man. Wait, there might be the little dandelion things that I can actually pop to carve that. Oh well, we'll probably forget about it. Get the mount off here. So since the tail was not a good hit zone, I assume it's going to be good for attacking with the knife. As opposed to the head. Head doesn't take more damage, but it is slower since it is a meteor hit zone. Alright, then we switch to the head for the final attack. Oh, that doesn't consume sharpness, so that's nice. It consumed one thing of sharpness. Or maybe it's just the bone weapon being high in sharpness. Nice. With the roll, good. You have a clagger. Okay, bad spot for it, but hopefully, oh, never mind. That's a really bad spot, actually. Worse than the sail. Has a very long animation, too. I should not be relying on that. Maybe I can get you out of the air. Never mind. All right, so normally he goes back this way, so hopefully... engine out's still there, though. Hopefully he leaves. I don't think there's a dung pile nearby. So I can't exactly use that. You know, since it's not around. Well, you go really high into there, don't you? Did that hit? I didn't lead it far enough, even if it went that far. Alright. And please. Okay, I think he's... Never mind. He's still here. Thought he was leaving. However, we will be able to carve the tail. I'm going to get as far away from Anja as I can. Hopefully Puke does the same. Never mind. Anja's still angry. That didn't damage me. Okay, we're good. He's leaving. Alright. Poison spit. And I don't know exactly how the power files calculate damage. I think it's a percentage of raw. I'm not sure though. Didn't even roll there. Wasn't mashing hard enough. That was decent. Do that thing. I'm gonna go ahead and heal just in case. I think I've fainted to the Anjanath every single time. Which is a bit, I don't know. It's Anjanath. He's pretty much scripted to butt in here, so I'm not really too sad about it. Nice. I do also wish that when you fill up the power gauge with the sword, the timer would go down, like the gauge would go down as the timer goes down. Do I have any antidotes? I do. Alright, that shouldn't hit. Okay, you're down. Took forever, but that seems like it's just going to be a thing. I don't know if I need to play it more hit and run than I am. Like, it feels like it's supposed to be a scrappy weapon, but doesn't particularly feel very strong at doing that. Like, I'm fine with you yelling at me, just do it from a distance. I don't really think there's any good options for items around here. I guess we could go back the way we came and grab the thunderbugs, but we'll go through here and see. Normally, I think they either kill them in that area, they capture them in the area, and they don't have enough time to do anything. So they don't actually grab stuff here, other than what they can get from the area they start in. So we won't even worry about it. Just gonna fight Jagras for 2 seconds. Okay, that's some good stuff. We can make our Palico weapon now, which is good. We'll have some poison on the monsters, which is really good, actually. We'll look at making the bone helm, too. Of course, we have the most fun quest. Aptly named. It's the joke. I have to explain it to you because... just because. Okay, so armor. Alright, so Kulu, I can actually make Kulu stuff. It's not good Kulu stuff, mind you, but... well, I did not make any ancient bones either. Okay. Pelico equipment. Make the bow. Look at our armor options. I do want to start actually adding to my collection here. Item prolonger, not that useful. Poison resistance, maybe for Rathian. I might just save that stuff though. For transporter, fortify. Honestly, probably want to make that with how it's been going. Fire is, it's not that useful, but oh well, whatever, make it. Alright, I can't make the arms, and I can make the clue arms, which probably isn't that terrible. Not a bad idea, but I'll just wait. And we will not, it's fine. I don't have to worry about making the bone helm. And I think our weapon will be fine for Baroth. I will look into upgrading because that probably is the next upgrade that we get from him. Either that or it's Boulder Bones, which, okay, we still have to get that. Baroth has a very hard head, so we're gonna have a weird time fighting it because Switch Axe isn't the most precise weapon. Feels a lot more precise in Rise, I will say that, but I've already said my piece about that. I mean, yes, we could just do zero sum, but I don't know how safe the hands are for zero summing and how actual hitboxes work with that. Like if he rears up to do an attack, it would probably throw us off anyways, but does that drag the actual hitting hitbox into the head where it's not going to do as much damage, or does it actually stick to the head or the arms where we're wanting it to? Okay. Grab these herbs, that will be important. I might as well make bombs too, just to use them. I don't have barrels though, so never mind. I could have ate there too and just skip the eating process, but I'm not as worried about that. That's just a speedrun specific thing. Okay. We want to get the puddle pods for sure, because those are actually pretty useful and easy to use. I don't have to have extra stuff for them. But we'll grab some sleep herbs. Parashrooms are up ahead too, so we'll be able to make more trank bombs. If I have that on autocraft, I probably don't. We're actually running pretty far ahead of actually doing stuff here. Hold on. Turn that into autocraft. Craft what we can. There's only really one quest later on that that's actually going to be useful for. However, oh well. Find gunpowder. They're already pretty far ahead, so I do need to go the right direction. Are the parachutes not here? They are. I'm just blind. Granted, it's pretty hard to see. It's actually much easier for you to see than it is for me to see stuff, which I find odd. I guess the contrast doesn't apply as much. That is actually interesting. So I can actually use my left side to view what is easier to see, while the right side is more immersive and not laggy. It also has more FPS. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know why it does that. Unless it's specifically the HDR settings that's doing that. So that would make sense why, because it's not capturing HDR. Okay. Go out this way. Now we'll try to close the distance. Come on. There we go. Throw us right up there, and we will attempt to meet the pack. Yep, I'm coming. And I'm here. Go up here and grab the flesh bug. I think they grabbed the ivy for the traps. Just don't think there's actually anything. Oh, there's honey. I don't think they go for that. I think they just go for the ivy. We don't really have to worry about that though, which is good. We're fixing to stop. There we go. Just in time. And the Rathian. Now I wonder, does this one have the similarly bloated health pools that like the monsters you run into have in the older games? Like Gammoth, the Faded 4, I guess I should say. And I don't know if this is an ogre and portable third actually has extra health, or if it's just a normal hunt. It's just as an ogre and you have very little. Like you Bulldrome for the first time. I thought you were a bug. I was like, why have I never seen you before? It's the Bavarian. I've majorly failed pronouncing that. Bavarian. I think it's funny how they don't even need you to do anything. Walk past it. So what you would do is you would have barrel bombs here, since you would buy the barrels at the shop. And you would go and grab these little nacho shrooms and they'd make bombs for you, and you'd get some extra damage on the monsters ahead of you. However, we didn't do that because we don't like to do that. It's not a preference thing. It's just, I mean, it is a preference thing. I don't want to go out of my way to do it, because we're not min-maxing, if I can say that enough. Since they do take a while to actually get going, I'm going to go grab or see if that bone pile has respawned. I don't think it has. It's not showing it has, so we'll go back over this way and grab the bone pile that is over here first. Or is it a mining outcrop? It might be a mining outcrop. I think it's a bone pile though. Or it's nothing. It is nothing. Right, there's one around there, I think, in the Barroth Arena, but the one I was actually looking for is not here. Which means it's never was there. It's just my imagination. Unless it's like an outcrop or a upsurge thing. And then it would be there, but it's not here right now. I don't think it is though. I'm so one note that I do the same thing every time, and I'm surprised every time. It's kind of sad. Okay, though. These should be back up and running. No, never mind. Alrighty. That respawned. However, it's going to be too late by the time that respawns. So I've got to go. Oh boy, I hope I'm fast enough to catch up to them. They're so far ahead. Wait a second, there is a bone pile here. Where's it at? It was hiding. Well, that makes it reverse. I knew there was a bone pile here, but forgot specifically where it was at, and it was hiding behind that little tree. Did they? No, they didn't warp. I think this is at the point where you can actually just run up to the thing and it activates the cutscene. And we fight our friend Baroth. Not to be confused with Barioth, which wasn't in this game. Until Iceborne, obviously. Alright, so his arms are not covered, so we will just kind of undo his coverings here. Your head one have one? No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit scary. We don't want to do that. I don't know why the sword mode in particular is heavier than the axe mode. Well, it doesn't make that much sense, but it's just nitpicking. Alright, you're gonna tell Slam maybe? No, you're trying to shake your mud. You don't have mud. Alright, so I think we want to build up gauge here and maybe just try to zero sum. That might hit me. I don't know why I rolled in that direction, or sidestep, or side step. I don't know. I don't remember what the word is for that. I'm gonna say sidestep, but that's not a word. Is it, Baroth? I get to do this though. Yeah, see, there's some good damage. And we evade that just in time. Now the incoming attack, maybe not so much. We don't want to stick to his back because it will probably count as a hit. There we go, we break a leg. Still not good damage, but it's better. Back up. Alright, you're gonna tackle. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Thanks to the bounce. The bounce actually saved us there. Though I would have slinger burst dodged because I was trying to do that. Really need to slow down on the wild attacks. Oh. Okay, we're good. No purpose in attacking there. Yes, we have Mind's Eye, but it is not useful. I mean, it's useful in not, you know, getting stuck in a long animation, but it's not useful in actually dealing damage. In fact, probably the only place it's useful in actually dealing damage is weird bludgeoner sets, which isn't actually that good. It's just for the fun of it. It's fair enough. Nice. Alright, we're doing a red sharpness zero sum. Doing 7 damage per tick. Only 2 less, but adds up when you're doing a bunch of hits at once. It's not gonna hit us, so we're good. Really wish there was a faster way to get to your overhead chop, because there isn't. I would really like to do that, because it's just a nice standstill option. Hey, he's actually limping away pretty decently fast. Alright, so we've got an hour left. That's going to probably be Geratotus, as per usual. And is Toby after that? I think so. Toby, Anjanath, and then Zora. So maybe we're on good pacing. I don't know though. Toby and Anjanath might take a while. I think Toby should actually be pretty fine. Since he is weak, he's got a lot of weak spots, especially on his tail, which is very large. Unless I'm forgetting a specific monster. I don't think I am though. And of course Zora is going to take like 15 minutes at the very least, if not more. Usually 20 minutes, so as long as we have that done by the 1 hour and 40 minute mark, we'll actually be ahead, which is cool. I won't play more than 2 hours probably. I mean, I probably should, but at the same time I do want to keep the gigabytes on the recordings, because I'm not streaming, I'm recording, and that adds to the recording stuff. I could just delete the VODs though. That's probably a smart thing to do. After they're all said and done, because they are just VODs. It's not, well, that's the thing though. If I ever do want to actually edit them up and put them on the main channel, then yeah, that becomes an entirely different issue that I have to account for. I don't think he's angry. Actually, he did roar. So maybe he was. I don't know if that was a leaving roar or a enraged roar or both. Could be both. Well, that missed completely. Still don't quite really know how I would want to edit them though. Because it's not like it's always just, you know, 100% entertaining. So even when there are some interesting moments, it's like, how much context do I need to provide for this? Some moments don't need context, but some really do. Careful. All right, good hit. Go ahead and attack the tail here. Yeah, that's okay damage. It's fast, so good enough. All right, Barrett's down. Not too terrible, honestly. Well, I mean, 15 minutes, but the quest is a quest, certainly a quest. Barrett doesn't actually have a lot of health. It's a weird thing where they give him less health because he has less health than Puke, actually. But he's supposed to be tougher because he has less weak spots. However, his arms are just a weak spot, which you can reach somewhat easily. I didn't hit them very much, obviously, there, but if you have a more pinpoint weapon, like longsword or lance, I don't know, is longsword considered pinpoint sometimes? But I think the attacks that are pinpoint aren't very strong compared to your... Well, there is the helm splitter, which is somewhat precise as long as you're not going over a bad hit zone to try to hit a weaker hit zone. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right, so I've got 20 minutes to do 2 monsters. That shouldn't be too terrible, or actually 3 monsters. No, I've got 40 minutes to do 3 monsters, so that should be possible. And Jeanette's obviously going to take the longest, but I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me if it does take me 15 or 40 minutes to take the next 3 on. It shouldn't. Geratota should... actually, he might be annoying. Not going to be difficult unless it just completely ignore all the attacks, but I shouldn't be doing that. Obviously still don't have the ancient bone, however we do have Baroth. However, that is the chest piece, and we're going to keep our attack up. Upgrading the bone requires a monster bone M, which we'll probably get from our friend. So 385, oh wait, no. So green sharpness versus... Never mind. It is just the same amount of raw. So metal is probably just better this early comparatively. Well, let's upgrade the right one. Let's upgrade the right one, please. I mean, it's more sharpness, the same amount of raw. This one's only a little bit of green, and you only get 35 more bloated raw. I don't know how much that is still. It's not much, but still something, right? Still got max of that, so not even gonna bother with that. And we'll just go ahead and take the quest. Why not? I'll lead on the way. Probably should have went to the eastern camp. Okay. It's a weird place to actually be adding that in. I guess since there isn't any story still happening, they saw that as a good opportunity. Okay. So we will ignore some of the Nergigante stuff, which will technically push the investigation along a little bit faster, but one track for stuff isn't, it's probably a couple, actually, so it's not gonna matter though. Making mountains out of molehills. It's not normally daytime, so that's probably, wait a second. Did I go on an expedition? I don't think I did. I went on an expedition. Why did I go on an expedition? That's why. Why did I go on an expedition? Oh, no. Because I said I was going to eat on the way, and what did I do? I didn't accept the quest because the quest board wasn't next to me. That's why I said I would eat on the way. Okay, so I should be able to go back to the camp and start the quest from there. Oh, man. That is sad. A lot of sad stuff happening here. Okay, let's try this again. Correctly this time. It might take me to the wrong camp, though. Hopefully not. Please don't take me to the wrong camp. Oh, wait, no, it forces you to that camp. Okay. I remember someone saying something about that. I don't know why I particularly remember that, but this is faster. We're gonna do the exact same thing minus the eating. We got some extra bone material, so I guess we didn't completely just get nothing from it. I was walking through the piles, and or not the piles, the mud. I was thinking, doesn't the cutscene usually trigger here? And another thing I was thinking is that normally it's nighttime whenever I fight Geratodus. Why is it not nighttime? No, it isn't nighttime here either. And normally it, well, I mean, it's just day or night. It's not a particular thing. However, when we're actually making good pace, the fight takes place at night and not day. But we're not really making good pace, are we? All right, let's get in the mud pile. Please let me out. I am out of stamina. Needed an old berry. I have a couple of those, thankfully. Our favorite water element. I didn't see too much water element from Baroth. Seeing a lot of it from Geratodus. Yes, not the Gastrodon, the Gajau are also really wanting to be friendly here. Alright, you're gonna flip. It's actually similar to Dread Queen's flip. Obviously very different. These are two completely different skeletons, but still interesting to think about. Because the initial flip doesn't go as far, and then the second sweep actually goes pretty far. I'm going to tenderize here. Now, I don't think that is actually from the monster itself. Maybe it is, though. Oh, he probably just drops a lot of pods. Do I have more flurry? That way we can get off our charge. Blow that up before it takes too long. Yeah, you're so much faster with the X mode out, which, again, not really sure why. It's not like you're getting more. I guess you're maybe shifting the mass to the end of the weapon whenever you're using sword, or actually it's closer to the front, isn't it? So I don't know how that works other than just game balancing. Maybe it's not supposed to make sense. Maybe it's less even, so it's a bit harder to lug around. I don't know. right, let's move very slowly with our inputs. Just trying to make sure I'm not locking myself into a bad animation. Unload. Wait a second. Okay, that's a decently fast way to actually get into the overhead. So I like that. We'll try to keep that in mind. We do the A poke into the X button attack. That's okay. I like that. I'm probably going to use that quite a bit just because it's good for head sniping. Try to get away from the tail sweep there. Just gonna do a claw attack here. We are in red sharpness. Cool beans. Okay, please don't attack me. Okay, careful. Please don't hit me. Awesome. We'll be able to zero some on the face. That is tenderized, so we'll be doing a lot of damage here, actually. However, we're thrown into a slow animation. However, our cat is doing a great job. Oh, nice combo there. Unfortunately, we missed the overhead. It's fine. I'm surprised. Does that pierce to a better hit zone like Lance? Alright, what are you doing? You're gonna try to flee. I've got something for you. He tries to flee. Damn. I mean, look, that's not terrible this early on. I'm going to try to get to this as fast as possible. Alright, hey, that's... Look, normally he gets away. So, honestly, not bad. We might be making up some time here. As long as I'm playing the weapon correctly. But I'm glad I learned the shortcut to the overhead. Because, yes, it uses 2 hits for sharpness for, you know, the minimal damage on the first hit. But, still. It's really nice to just be able to do this. Now, can you do it from neutral? I think you do it wild swing from neutral. However, okay. No. This is the combo I was doing in wilds, is you tap the A button and the X button to do a slightly stronger combo. Same sharpness usage, obviously, but it might honestly be a little bit faster. It's just a little bit more unwieldy. And you can also combo that there. You just have to be pretty quick about it. Or else you'll do the other X swing, which is a bit lengthy animation-wise. Just trying to find quick ways to poke without having to fully commit to, you know, sword swings and whatnot. Alright, we're 8 minutes into the second hour. So we've got 12 more minutes. I'd like to have the other 2 done by 20, but that's not going to happen. If I can have Anjaneth done by 30, then that would be nice. Okay. Now, does this unlock our farm? That would be nice. Anjaneth. Tobigadachi. Billy Mantle. Okay, I don't think it's actually activated yet. Might be after this hunt, though. We'll keep our eyes peeled for it. At 29 defense. It's not good, but works for now. So Toby's going to be a bit scary because he has some attacks that can one-shot us. So I'm going to look at our armor options. Normally we can make at the very least something from Geratotus. I think the legs is what we normally can make. And we can't make anything. Okay, that's fine. 12 defense. It's better than the 1 or the 2. Health boost would also just be really nice, but we can't make that just yet. I'll make the arms. It's a bit of a waste of resources probably, but it's fine. I'll look into upgrading the bone weapon. I probably can't, but something to think about. Nope, don't have the other monster bone M. We need Dragonite ore from Zora to upgrade any further of this weapon, but that should be fine, honestly. We've only got 2 more monsters till that, and Anjanath's a big thing, so don't worry about doing less damage to it. Obviously, the more damage, the better. However, it's not the end of the world. As long as we can dodge and play well enough, the damage should still rack up. Okay. I'd rather be up here. Have our null berries for Thunderblight if we need it. And we will grab some puddle pods, or try to remember to grab some puddle pods at the very least. I don't know if there's any on the way. I think there are some in the boulder area where we found Jagras. Not 100% certain though. Yes, there are. Okay. So water moss is used for short-circuiting Toby whenever he's charged up. Once again, I say this, you probably already know it, but there are some neat tidbits to know. Probably makes the repeat playthroughs pretty boring for people who watch, and I apologize for that. Alright, Toby. Oh boy, you're going for the big attacks already. Alright, watch out. Toby's one of the fast monsters. He has the Odogaron skeleton, so obviously he's going to be a bit scary. Okay, so that curves a little bit to our right. Gotta remember that. Though I believe he also comboed to the left there too afterwards, so it's not completely safe. Alright, he's charging up. I don't think we can do it quite yet. Hold on. Okay, so we stand in neutral, we tap A. I've got to get this down in my head before I actually have to do it. And swing now. And it might be actually slower than the poke combo. Poke combo at the very least moves you a little bit. It's not much, obviously. Probably should be trying to use sword mode, however, I do really like the movement of axe mode. Ouch. You are poisoned. I'm going to sheathe here. In fact, I might just play this like greatsword. Charged up. He's doing his big sweep. That shouldn't hit. If I can hit these correctly. In fact, it'd probably be better to just slinger burst. I mean, it's doing 42 damage, so that's okay. Not great, obviously. You're not gonna let me move too much, are you? I'm wondering why that's not short-circuiting. Nice. How many does it take? We got a clagger from that, but you know, eh. Maybe I have to do a bunch of slinger bursts on the tail. That might be the requirement. Alright, we're gonna sheath again. Gonna try to play this like greatsword, so sheath. Try to do our big attacks. It's not really working out very well. Because you don't move much with your attacks. And it's not as fast as greatsword whenever you draw. Like sheathing. Now, obviously the smart player, the comfortable player would attack him while he's on the wall like that, but I'm not smart or comfortable. Way too long to actually get that claw attack out. I was mashing for it, but it just did not happen. Thankfully, we don't have to sharpen too much. Yes, I probably should sharpen if I want to keep doing optimal damage, but we'll wait and see. He's taking a very long path here. Is he going to the Jagras area or the Kulu Puke type, not Puke. We didn't put Puke over there. Going to the place where you usually find the Kushala footprints. The one consistent track that Kushala leaves on the ancient forest. I guess technically anywhere, for that matter. Doesn't leave footprints anywhere else. Or gashes or anything like that. Alright. Nice. Okay. I'll attack here. We really need to try to get comfortable fighting faster monsters in sword mode. I don't like this. Really don't like that. I'm hitting bad hit zones all the way around here. Okay, I should probably try to charge the axe up. That's gonna hit a bad hit zone. We don't like that at all. It hit the good hit zone first, but it was in a weird angle. Alright, so we might try to do that here. Okay, carved into me. So maybe it actually tracks with that attack and it's not just a set attack. It makes some sense. Current observations at the very least tell me that. Oh boy. Ouch. Sweet. Ouch. Fine. Boy, you really don't like to sit still, do you? Oh, okay. We're not dead, though. We're fine. That did not heal. Put the roll in the roar. You're already leaving. At the very least, he's limping, so that's nice. Flinch, please. No? Okay. We can use this. I think they're piercing. Nice. Okay. I forget I can mount. Hopefully this will be the finisher. Only 2 damage on that. That's terrible. Oh well. We're very close to a charge though, so that's nice. I'm gonna try to go for that. Oh, but you... Does it... Okay, so the tail might not actually be a hitbox you can latch onto. However, you can do it with the clutch claw at the very least. Still trying to go into that bad hit zone, but... And still did, too. That's not nice. I clutch clawed and everything. Agreed, but we do get the kill, so that's nice, and we weren't punished for it. A bit of a rough hunt. However, it's a little over 5 minutes, so okay, that's fine. And we are on track to maybe beat Engine at 1 hour and 30 minutes in. And since Zora is just kind of Zora, he'll just kind of do his own thing. It's going to be 20 minutes, I think. Unless it's 25-minute hunt, then we would have to beat him in 5 minutes, I think. Hopefully it's not a 25-minute hunt. It might actually be a 25-minute hunt, but 5 minutes over is 5 minutes over. It's not enough to complain about. Is that from Jagras? What is that? It's from Anjanath, I think. I don't think I've ever actually seen a decayed carcass of a monster before. I mean, I'm sure I have in the many hours that I've actually played this game, but not off the top of my head. I'm gonna try to relax a little more because I am a little trying to keep the pacing, but not, there's no purpose if I'm not having fun with it. Make sure that's all filled up. So we're at 40 defense. I think we'll be fine fighting Anjanath, but it is still a bit sketchy. Evade extender actually would be really nice, so I might look at the armor. However, every time I go to the armory and don't make anything, that is a bit of a waste. Of course, I would never be making anything at the armory, but the smithy is a different story. Okay. Oh, yes, that's good. That was weird. Yes, that's gonna be great. Can use up our monster bone M's, but that's fine. Hopefully we get enough from Anja. Oh, we still have enough for that anyways. All right, we're up to 43. That was not actually that much defense. We're at 39. That's actually only, what, 4 defense? Wait a sec. Oh, yeah. No, wait. Did I made the arm. Ah. So I didn't actually have to make the arms. It was only a 4 increase to defense. Oh well, it's fine. That's a better skill than poison resistance. Did waste Puke parts on it though, which is not great. However, our cat should be mostly fine until high rank, so I'm not really too worried. Encroaching Anjanath. Alright, so we've got 8 minutes for this. If we beat it in 8 minutes, that's probably better than what we've been doing before. Well, dual blades obviously are a different story, but for great sword, I think we took a little bit longer. Could be wrong on that though. In fact, it may have been 8 minutes or something like that, a little past 5. Hello. Please don't hurt me. So we still don't have a consistent way of actually dealing damage in sword mode that I feel safe enough doing around this monster. This is a very high skill lore weapon compared to the other options we've been using. Like, people say stuff about Charge Blade, but Charge Blade at the very least has light sword attacks that can charge its files, and then it gets to still be decently quick on its feet. Yes, the dodge rolls are still about the same speed. However, you don't have those horrible slides that just do not feel nice. That's why I say it feels scrappy, because it feels like it's supposed to be up close and you're supposed to try to position with those, but they just do not feel good enough to do. And see, here I'm not reaching any good hit zones. Having to take these because our animations are so long. I don't know. Just doesn't feel too great right now. Nice. Get a clag or two. Go for the face. Detenderize. Alright, we'll be flinched by the roar, but it's fine. Okay, just aim in the wrong direction. Please don't hit me. Again, that slow dodge roll. Like with Greatsword, you can understand because the weapon itself is not feeling like it's supposed to be fast. And yes, I know this one doesn't feel like it's supposed to be fast either. However, Greatsword, you charge, so you're going to be stationary anyway, so you're going to sheath and run. I'm surprised that didn't even hit me. In fact, I'm very surprised you're actually moving so quickly. But with this weapon, especially because your draw attack is just so slow and you can't even charge it. If you could charge it, okay, fair enough. That's a bit different. But you can't. And if you could, it'd be very similar to Greatsword, which would be a bit off. Rathalos must have spawned. Never mind. Cover stamina. And that might do more than just a draw Greatsword hit, but not really enough to justify it. Like here, I only feel safe hitting bad hit zones. kind of the difference of using a slow weapon. Okay, come over here. Come on. Should probably try to utilize the movement from the morph slash. Uh-oh. Please don't. Please don't. Remember to let our rolls cool down correctly, not just mash. Okay, you really like just doing that, don't you? What are you doing? Yeah, I just feel like I can't go to the tail because we're using up so much stamina to actually dodge. There we go, we can actually very least do a zero sum. Only 9 damage on it, but it's fine. Please don't hit me. Alright. Well, we get a chance to take a breather, so that's cool, I guess. I don't know how easily you can chase. He's coming down pretty quickly, so pretty quickly. Good. Another zero sum on the face here, and it has green sharpness. Doing 14 damage. 13 damage now, because the face is no longer tenderized. Try to get behind him here. Looking at me. You can't really do the head turn thing like you could in the older games, or if the monster's looking at you, you're not safe to attack, but if it isn't, you can. So it is a bit more rough in that regard because they can turn around instantly, and it's not special attacks that they can use to turn around instantly like in the older games. Oh, careful. I was wanting to be careful of the flamethrower there. Nice. Maybe get a pop here. I doubt it though. Just not doing that much damage. There's lows. Uh-oh. We're good? Alright. So we're not dead. That's good. However, we're still struggling a bit to actually do stuff. I don't know. We'll look at the actual results of the time was and see if we're actually doing that terribly. I'm not even going to try that. Nice. Uh-oh. Yeah, didn't quite expect you to turn around that quickly. I'm gonna put you in a good position. No, it won't. I'm gonna lead my shot there. Hopefully you walk forward enough. Great. Good job. Alright, we're gonna charge the axe here. I mean, the finisher does okay damage, but it's just so stationary and slow, and that's the idea of the attack. Nice. Alright, we're gonna try to do this. This is greedy. Alright. Please hit. Yes, good. 109 damage, that's nice. And he's limping. Okay, so not too terrible, honestly. How it feels, not great. However, you can't always just judge from that what's actually happening. Be able to get another zero sum here. Good damage, not taking him out. However, that should still be doing some nice stuff, right? Just gonna cheese him to death here. I think that's the best option. You should be going down pretty soon here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so not even 8 minutes. So we are, well, yes, 8 minutes. We're at 1 hour, 30 minutes now. But it's not over. And I'm sure the actual hunt didn't take that long. It's just traveling load times and whatnot. Load times aren't that long, but they can still be something. Oh, no, never mind. It was pretty much right at 8 minutes. So, good enough, I guess. Better than Greatsword, I think. But it doesn't feel better than Greatsword, which I don't know. I don't remember what Greatsword was like, so I can't really say that. It's our ancient bone if we want to make the bone mask. I don't think I made a helmet. I didn't, did I? Oh, no, I did. So pants are the only thing that'll be needed to upgrade. Got 2 tails. Not sure how you do that, but it happened. So we got 29 minutes left for Zora, which should be enough time. However, we're still going to try to get out pretty quickly. It doesn't matter. We don't have to make armor or anything for this, so I'm just going to go take the quest and head out. Yes, let's go for through our plan. That will totally work. All right, nothing's gonna go wrong whatsoever. I guess technically nothing really does go wrong. It actually opens up more of the map, so it's a good thing. We have our tree now, so we can actually start getting honey, which is good. Okay. Cultivate honey and fertilize it. And whenever we get the Rathian capture quest, we will throw flesh bugs in there. Now, again, obviously, Greatsword's going to be the most set up for Iceborne whenever we actually start doing Iceborne stuff. Everything else is going to take a little bit to actually catch up. Like, Bambro is probably going to be something difficult because we don't have very good armor on the other save. We won't really have great armor here either unless... Oh, well, okay, so remember, I'm going to grind a little bit. So, maybe. I didn't even have to eat attack up there. Oh, well. If I can remember where the ballista are. I don't think you wait here. It's not even hitting him. I think we go down here to this one. Alright, that does do damage. Just gonna attack the chin, the beard. Break the beard. I'm not too worried about damage rolls, so hitting flinches isn't of great concern. Alright, there is the break on that. Get rid of the Barnos. What you doing? Guess we'll launch these at him. I think you specifically want to aim for the stomach, though. You know what? That works, honestly. Probably not the most efficient way of doing that, but... Alright, good. There's more coming from there. Go ahead and unload this cannon over here. Should I... carve? Maybe. I just shot that off. I didn't even look at where it was aimed. That's a little sad. Yeah, so wing drake hides are useful for a camp. Will I remember that camp? Probably not, but it still is something that can be used. Boy, I'm just not doing a very good job here, am I? So it only takes 2 to take them out. Alright. We'll go ahead and sell our ammo. Oh, wait. No. Cannon. Cannon shenanigan. Wait, did we break it? That's not even at the stomach. I'm coming to help. It's not aimed at the stomach either. I think the stomach's broken though. It looks broken. Looks chipped at the very least. I'll carve this one too since it's here. And your friend. Alright, now we'll make sure this one's aimed in the proper... Actually, no, it's just gonna shoot into the side there. It's going much further up than I thought it would. It's a cannon, so I should expect that. But just kind of blindly throw out cannon ammo. Please don't. Please. The only thing I actually think you get from this is extra part materials and stuff. Alright, so there's a break. I'm assuming that's on the stomach. We took so long though that I don't know if we'll be able to sell some stuff in time. However, the selling stuff is very useful for not having to grab stuff later. It does take a bit to actually get everything sold though. But you do get a decent return on it, at the very least. At least a few thousand zenny. Now, obviously, we won't be selling specific ammo types on the bowgun playthrough. However, it probably would still be useful. Shoot, why did I not put those up? To sell stuff because you have to pay for ammo. All right, good. I think he's still just beating up on the barricade, so we're fine. Use the ballista binders. You have plenty of time here, so you don't have to worry about it too much. I forgot to put that. I am terrible at menuing. Put these in first, then sell them all. That way you don't have to keep going over and over and over. Yeah, definitely not as much from this stuff, but oh well. You can probably push that one along a little bit faster too if you bind them whenever they tell you to. But we're not doing that. We are selling stuff during an important mission because this is where we have the time to do it. Now, certainly have the time to do it other times as well because I'm not rushing, but we choose to do it here because we have to wait anyways. Doesn't look that restrained to me, text prompt. Alright, so half of this stuff has already been destroyed, so I'm not going to worry about taking out the Barnos. Should be going through the barrier now. Yep. 19 minutes now. We're 2 hours in. I mean, being able to take the cutscenes out really helps. Time-wise. I want to say the speed run with cutscenes and defender gear, which we're not using, obviously that would make it go 10 times faster. Not 10 times faster, but faster. Is 4 hours, about. A little over 4 hours, I think, but still. With cutscenes, that's pretty nice. But that takes a lot of skill to do. Alright, I am ready. Let me grab my transport. I am at the hitching post. Let me grab my transport. I'm here. Are you gonna let me do it? Pressing the button. There we go. Okay. Now we're just gonna have a nice little mining session. Not even gonna worry about the cores. Because as far as I remember, there is no advantage to actually attacking the cores. You just mine. I don't even think it makes it go a little bit faster, and you do risk, or run the risk of making him flinch, which is no good. We don't want that. Exit before we get exploded on. There may have been another mining node up there. It's fine though. First, Dragonite ore. This way. Stone pile, why not? This mining node, we'll go back around, back to the other magna core, and we'll go the other direction. I mean, there's really not much to say. It is just Zora Magdaros 1. Any ore nodes there? There may have been one past that little lava path, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, I can now eat again. How great. I did a lot of work to get to that checkpoint. Just keep my eye out for any stray nodes that I don't remember. See, drop down like this, and then we'll have to take the long way around. In fact, I don't even know if that outcrop is worth it. Depends on how much time elapses. I guess it really doesn't matter. We're killing time anyway, so. Did I not get that? Did I only hit that once, or did I just... No, I got it. That's odd. Is that a glitch, or did I just completely forget about it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see that other one down there, so I don't know what happened. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Again, unless I just only hit it, tapped it once and then left. That would be something I would do without knowing. Alright. This is the dangerous part of the operation. Don't anger the thing, and we shouldn't get hit by anything. No, I don't see any. Oh yeah, there's one down there actually. But it's probably not useful to actually just wait there. It's better to go around and hit the other mining nodes. Ooh, did I want to jump down that far? Probably not, but it's fine. Look around this way, see if there's any on the very far ground. I don't even know if this one has one. Maybe. Nope. Just some points. Look around this way, see if there's one on the ground level. And there might not be any more on these little cliff faces. Wasting a lot of time doing this, but yeah, I don't see any. Oh, Nergigante is gonna be falling. We are almost gonna see him. All right, ready for you, Nerg. Maybe you should have waited a little bit longer to charge that up, actually. Because it might still be active. I don't think you can refresh the timer on it. Maybe you can. Okay, maybe you can. Alright. There's Nerg. Is that Nerg? I think it is. No. Those are the Barnos. Unless it's 3 Nergigante, and that's pretty scary. I'm gonna wait for them to say something. There we go. All right, get that charged up. Ready to fight. They'll just keep spamming the charge. Actually, no, I don't think it does refresh. No, it doesn't. It just kind of blinks. Hello, Nerd Gigante. I could have gotten the roll on that. Oh boy. Oh, I thought that would have hit. No, don't get hit by that claw. I should have ate something. That was my bad entirely. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you, Cat. Or Zora, actually, I think was the one coming in clutch there. Roar. See, and that normally happens so quickly, though. That may have been slower, for all I know. 16 minutes that time. So yeah, 15 minutes. That's a safe judgment. I just wanted to go out early just in case it was 25 minutes for some reason. I don't know why it would be, unless I was actually doing what they told me to, but that takes longer. Okay. Get a health booster. That's cool. Now that that's done, we're done with the first segment. So that's pretty cool. We have an extra 10 minutes to do whatever we want. I'm going to go ahead and look at our armor. And then just cut it short. I mean, I could go to the Great Ravine. Right? Like, that is a thing I can do. But I don't know how useful that's going to be. Yeah, I could have made the bone armor. Alright, so high metal and Anja. Anja we don't get anything from. Heavy artillery, however, is actually quite useful. Or it will be somewhat useful later on. Dealing damage to Zora. And we are up to 59 defense, which isn't particularly great. However, it's not terrible either. Get the upgrade on this. What's the bone tree looking like? More medium monster bones. So, blah. 490, a little bit of green versus 385. That's quite a bit of a boost, though. It is. I don't like the Monster Bone M stuff, but I'll keep an eye on it, because this is still better than what we can... Oh, no. That's a poison vial. That's not a power vial. Oh man. That's not good. Alright, so I guess we'll have to get medium monster bones. Oh, that's not good. Because I think that affects your damage from... zero sum. We don't want to have that. Unless the poison vials are particularly good, but I don't think they are. Oh, yeah, no, we'll have to do bone. Bone is required then. That's fine. It shouldn't be too terrible. I'm not gonna be able to fight something that quickly though. In 7 minutes. I mean, I could if I wasn't lollygagging, but that's fine. Oh, yeah, we'll have to do bone. I mean, I could stomach the poison vials, but I'd rather not. We will leave the Iron Axe on for now because it's still better sharpness-wise. But I'll need those medium monster bones, which again is not great. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Again, very low energy. Normally these are. But we got our first little section done, not too terribly. Actually did it quite quickly compared to what we've done it before. Which, you know what? That's the thing. We actually got it done faster. I don't know if I'm just moving a bit quicker and not, you know, lingering on stuff that I don't really feel as experienced in because I've done it over and over again. Or if it is just doing decent damage and it just doesn't feel like it. Either way, again, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next one.